Hello everybody, Server64. Welcome back to Pokemon Scarlet. Last episode we did both language and battle studies with Mr. Salvatore and Miss Drenna. Separate, yeah. And now we're in art with Mr. Hassel. Yep. Once again, I keep forgetting what's his voice, but yeah. And if you don't remember, he says he's part of the Elite Four, which honestly is a little surprising. But then again, Miss Time was a former gym member. Greeting. Did I give him like a? I don't know why I want to give him a German accent. Greetings. Not even German. By my saying. Greeting. I am Hassel. I will be teaching. Now that sounds way too much myself. Anyways. Greeting. I am Hassel. I will be teaching this art class. It is a pleasure to meet you all. Now, let me be candid for one moment. I imagine many of you will forget all that you'll learn in this class once you graduate. Ouch. really a downer, aren't you, Mr. Hassel? After all, you don't even need a basic understanding of artwork, much less a refined appreciation of beauty for most exams or jobs. So, is my class a waste of time for you then? I think not. At least, I certainly hope it isn't. Think for a moment. All of you, what is beauty anyways? What makes something beautiful? Shapes and colors? I don't know. I guess the eyes of the beholder? Interesting. Thank you, Red. Oh, I didn't mean to suggest there's a correct answer to my query. The important thing is that y'all take time to think about it. Think about why we might find beauty in a flower blooming on the side of the road, for example. And I noticed Nemona's still here. Nemona really is still in more of the recent classes that I've been in. It's kind of interesting. Like yeah, I expect her to be with Mr. Jock. Was she even with Mr. Jock? I can't remember. But like, I always saw like Penny once with. But yeah, I guess she only did it that way to get to meet the Elite Four member. That's my assumption. Question why the sky is a different shade of blue than the ocean, and why the leaves change colors. Ponder the wild mills of artisan and how they move. Contemplate the chilling bite of the waters of Cascarafra. I'm sure you'll find every little details of your lives will seem more vivid, more impractical, or impactful if you take a moment to stop and think. I'm certain that if you stop and truly appreciate the little beauties of this world, it'll help you pull through the day where your studies will have you exhausted, or when work has dampened your spirits. Do pardon me for waxing philosophically. I don't need to understand. You don't need to understand all of that now. To put it simply, it is true that one doesn't need art to survive, but it certainly makes surviving much more enjoyable. It's my hope that class will add even a little bit more colors to your lives. That's all for today. Next time we'll try a more hands-on approach by appreciating beauty. Let's get ready for art 2. Hello class, it is I, Hassel, yet again. In our previous class, we discussed what beauty is, which might be a little boring for you. So today, I thought we would mix things up a little to perk your interest in art. Allow me to introduce our special guest. This is Professor Gibble, the assistant lecturer for today. Now then, Professor Gibble, Giblet, Ghibli, if you would be so kind to terrestrialize for us. Yeah. Oh, there's Penny. Just when I said her name last class. As some of you may already know, a Pokemon can terrestrialize if you use a Terra Orb. Yep. Normally, Professor Ghibli would be of the Dragon type, but by terrestrializing, it succeeded in changing its type. So, class, what type do these lovely glistering flowers above Professor Ghibli head represent? Well, I see some blue, so definitely the water type. Or maybe the red on that red flower. No, but it's the grass type. Excellent, Red. Full marks for you. These beautiful flowers blooming above Professor Ghibli head show that it has now become a grass type. The shape of Terra jewels above a Pokemon head depends on the Pokemon type, Terra type. To summarize, if an opponent Pokemon terrestrialized during battle, observe a Pokemon Terra jewel closely to see which type it has become, and choose effective moves accordingly. It's my sincere hope that today's lecture will help you achieve beautiful victories. The terrestrial phenomenon is indeed fascinating and a deep subject to discuss, which we already discussed with Miss Drenna in our battle studies. And that is for today, class. Thank you, Professor Ghibli, for your help. Yeah, when I do the Terra Raid battles, when I get the older Pokemon from older generations, I usually go for the moves or at least the Terra type that is stronger. So for example, give me a minute. I'm trying to think of a Pokemon that I have. Damn, my mind went blank for a minute. Oh yeah. Like a Magikarp, I'll catch it in the Terra battles. I'll catch it but if it's electric or something. After all, that's how I captured the Terra Pokemon. I try to get the type that was once weak against. Is how you. That's how I would pick. Man, my mind would just blink on what I'm gonna try to explain. My goodness. Okay. Oh, hello, it is I, Hasso, yet again, with Professor Ghibli. I've been told by my previous lecture about the terrestrialized phenomenon was very well received. Oh wait, Arvin, there he is. The terrestrialized. Oh wait. Thank you all for kind words. In fact, Miss Drenna specifically requested that I impact more battle knowledge to my students. Yeah. So I decided today that we will take another look on how a Pokemon can terrestrialize. Of course, here is Professor Ghibli to help us. Now then, Professor Ghibli, if you would be so kind to terrestrialize for us. Oh, it changed. Now, what do we have here? Last class we saw grass type terrestrializing, but this time we have something of a different shape. Observe the pterodactyl resembling a snowflake. Its dendritic shape and stunning to behold. It's a little chilly standing so close to it. If I can feel it as well. So class, what terror type do you imagine the jewel might represent? The water type. Not cold, because ghosts are cold. They have cold dead hearts. The ice type. Excellent, Red. Full marks for you. The reason there's a snowflake shining above Professor Ghibli's head is simple. It is now an ice type. And because Professor Ghibli is currently the ice type move will not be very effective against it. Keep in mind, they would deal quadruple damage to Ghibli. Ah, see? I was right. Oh yeah, ice. Yeah, ice is effective against dragons and ground. Now, here's some trivia about snowflakes. While snowflakes come in many different shapes and sizes, most are classified as hexagons. Just think of it. Snowflakes fall from the sky, taking similar shapes without anyone saying they must. Do you not feel the great mystery of nature? The beautiful enigma we live in? It's a bit of a tangent. But Mr. Jock, glasses are hexagonal, aren't they? I almost forgot to mention that you could change a Pokemon Terra type at the Treasure Eatery located in Medali. Though I must say the cook there is a little prickly. You need to get on her good side if you want her help. Now come prepared for next class because it will be your midterm examination. Thank you for today, Professor Ghibli. Oh man, I hope we can hang out with Arvin. I could show him the sandwich I made for my first picnic. I'm still not over that sandwich. My gosh. No, I'm still not over that sandwich. My goodness. If you saw it, I swear he would have an aneurysm. Like, how can you not do the simplest sandwich? How could you not do the simplest sandwich? Is red. Oh, you see, Arvin left after knowing about the sandwiches. I do hope you're all ready because it's time for your midterm exam. Focus and do your best. And begin. Oh, the jewel. Yep. Shape of flowers. Okay. Grass type, of course. Hexagons. Medalli. There is no correct answer. Time's up. Time's up. That is for today's test. Pencil down, please. I would rather not have students worry about passing or failing in my class. But tests are tests after all. Anyways, good luck everyone. Good work everyone. You can check your results in the front desk. Yep. Wow, one more class and that'll be it for all the classes, I guess. Unless they're gonna do classes more. I mean, that was the midterm, so I'm expecting they're gonna be like a second one. Which I'll save after I finish the rest of the treasure hunt. Yes. Mr. Saguro? Saguro? I'm assuming that's how you say his name. It was home something. I did not see the rest of the name. I just tried to look up the name. Oh wow, that's a big man. Sorry, I'm trying to give him a big, deep voice. I see we have some energetic young ones in our class around today. You may call me Mr. Saguro. Saguro? Yeah. Your time here with me will be spent obtaining knowledge and skills independent for daily life. Many of you have left the care of your parents to live here on your own in the academy dormitory. I pray that the knowledge I impacted with you will improve the qualities of your life and the necessary, therefore, food, clothing, and shelter. Of course, 3 categories I assume the most pressuring and interesting for you all is food. Yep, and Arvin's right there in front. When you eat sandwiches on your picnic, the HP of your party Pokemon will be restored. You also gain something called meal powders, which will provide all manners of benefits. For example, these powders can make Pokemon easier to catch or increase the XP points that your Pokemon will receive. I think you'll also find that the breaded of these effects can be expanded by correcting sandwiches of superb flavors. What's more, is that there is a certain something that is particularly important if we wish to receive meal powers with even more helpful effects. Let me see. Master Red, tell me, what must you keep in mind to receive even more helpful meal powers? This one's a little tricky since I never given my current record. Arvin, will you help me? No. Okay. I'm actually my choice of fillings and condiments? Wow, that's actually correct. Perfectly correct, Red. Master Red, perhaps you were always aware of the fact from having helped your family with cooking at home. Nope. Your choice of ingredients, including both fillings and condiments, is an important factor in gaining even more helpful meals. For example, using sweet ingredients in your sandwiches will help you gain egg powers. Okay, this is actually good for me. Including numerous bitter ingredients, on the other hand, can gain you item drop powers. Learning to aim specific effects when crafting your sandwiches will almost certainly make your culinary endeavors more enjoyable. Please be aware, however, that you can also receive meal powers by eating at restaurants. I must say that I would feel the utmost joy if you learn that there is here, that you all learn much here in my class and came to better understanding and to better understand home economics. Our time together has come to an end. I bid you all farewell. Oh my god, this guy's voice is gonna be a nightmare for me. Hang on, I need to get some water. Yep. I'm gonna have sore throat after doing this, after this video. Put away your phones. It's time to begin class. Yeah, I would. Seriously, the guy, one hand, crushed my phone. In our last class, I believe we all talked about the effects that you could get from food on your picnics. You can receive meal powers, and even restore HP for all the Pokemon in your party. It is truly convenient, convenient means of healing your Pokemon. Unfortunately, I'm sure you're all aware, it is not suited to use in battles when you cannot make food or when you wish to restore HP quickly. In times such as those, you should make use of healing items such as potions, which you could purchase from Pokemart or the school store. Healing items are immediately effective and can be used anytime that you can open your bag. They are, however, consumed after one use. Potion restore 20 HP, Super Potion restore 60, and Hyper Potion restore 120. The pricier the item, the more HP it will restore. Keep in mind how much money you have when you're stocking up on these items. However, unforeseen happenings are an excitable part of traveling from place to place. Imagine, if you will, the funny scenario. You find yourself with an injured Pokemon but you have no potions and your other sandwich ingredients, and there are no Pokemon Center nearby. Tell me, Master Red, what should you search for when you're in a perilous situation with no way to heal your Pokemon? Items on the ground? Perfectly correct, Master Red. I see you are well learned in survival techniques. If you see something shiny on the ground, it is actually an item that has been dropped there. You may able to find a restorative item such as an array berry or a potion in this way. Yeah, it's kind of weird to like just find all these random items everywhere. Like berries, I understand they could have been falling from trees, but who would be like throwing all those items away? Like honestly. You can use the R button to send out your Pokemon to pick up such items as well. And there are berries, of course. Berries, by the way, aren't like items from shop. If you let your Pokemon hold one, it will decide on its own when to eat the berry during battle. Letting your Pokemon decide its timing for itself can be quite interesting. At any rate, you will find yourself in need of healing. It's just that you look around for shiny items on the ground. If you can't find such items, there are other methods that you may employ for healing. But I see the bell demands that topic wait. Our time together has come to an end for today. I bid you all farewell. Mr. Sergio, you're great, but your voice is gonna be the death of me. Put away your phones. It is time to begin class. In my last class, I taught you about HP restoration. However, after class, I was asked by several of you about PowerPoint, commonly known as PP. Yes, you can make a laugh, you can make a joke. But when a Pokemon loses all of its HP, it faints and can no longer battle. What then happens to a Pokemon when it loses all of its PP? Sorry, I just... Sorry, it's kind of hard to like think of him of all people saying when it lose all of it PP. Okay, all right. I'll just say PowerPoint for you. It can use. I guess it can use moves. Perfectly correct, Master Red. Perhaps you know this from first-hand experience. When a Pokemon runs out of power points, it can no longer use its moves. However, each move has its own store of power points, so if you can mitigate power point loss by using a variety of moves rather than just one move repeatedly. If a Pokemon loses all power points for all of its moves, then it will be able to use struggle. An action that also damages the Pokemon that use it. In order to avoid this predicament, power points can be restored at Pokemon Center along with HP. Items such as Ether and Max Ether can also be used to restore power points. Be careful not to confuse potions with ethers in the heat of battle. However, ethers are not sold at shops, so you should use them just judiciously if you find them. The stronger the move, the lower its maximum power points. Do not waste use of this move when you wish to quickly run out of power points. It's important to find balance in that Pokemon set of moves. As you can see, HP isn't the only thing you must keep an eye out while adventuring with Pokemon. I hope that you all would take care to ensure that your partner Pokemon can perform at their best as you engage each battle, as you each engage in the treasure hunt. Our time together has come to an end for today. Our next meeting will be an examination day. Be sure to review well in preparations. Here we go. Time has come to test how well you have learned here in my class. Let's begin before the information simmering in your brain from the last minute cram session fades. Which is not effective. Which is not effective at picking you. I don't know. I think in speed. Which is the following affects a particular meal. Oh, fillings and condiments. Orans. We're back. Sorry. Leonardo wanted his Pokemon to decide on its own. Yes, it will. Let's say true. False, would you struggle? The time for answering questions has come to an end. Please stop writing. I hope you all will give an examination. Yep, for everything you had. Pretty remembered. Yep, to the desk. Yes. Okay. And we're done. Oh my gosh, finally, we're done with all that. And the only thing to do is to talk to the teachers, but that'll be saved in the next episode. I hope you guys enjoyed my time at school. I certainly did. Maybe not the first half, it was alright, but the second half, it was much more fun. But that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and see you guys next time. Bye.